Hello.
That just reminded me. I really want to see Adele in concert.
I want to go to her Las Vegas
Or
thing.
yeah, whatever. Or if she is
I
residency.
know. I always think that every time I'm seeing it, like I'm like, those tickets have to be so expensive.
I know. But she's so like, she's giving like Drew Barrymore, where she's so like personal with the crowd.
I know. And it's giving
really
like
it.
Elvis Presley. Like when you look back at those old videos of Elvis.
She's so cool.
I
She's
know.
like said something about Taylor Swift the other day. It was like, mind your own business, basically. Like,
right. She's going to see your boyfriend.
Like you have no life.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
I love her.
That's why I know. I went through a whole Adele phase where I would watch every interview she was in because she's a good interviewee.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. She gives the real, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
The scoop. She's blunt and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyway, hi you guys.
Hi.
What's up? We are Inside Out. My name is Jordan.
I'm Jamie. Nice to meet you.
Sorry. Yeah. I was going to say, if you're new here, if not, welcome. We're going to be talking eventually about conspiracy theories. So we are not like personally. Okay. So first off, to disclaim this, if you're not a Swiftie and you hate Taylor Swift, which a lot of people right now, like we've been this annoying for a long time. And if you've been longtime listeners, you would know this.
Yeah.
But viewer discretion advised, because some of these theories will be featuring Taylor Swift. Mm-hmm. And so even if you hate her, maybe you want to know these.
Yeah, I think they're just interesting.
Right.
The lore.
Yeah, exactly. And there are other pop culture ones. We stay on pop culture level normally.
Yeah.
You know? Mm-hmm. But I'm excited about that.
Me too.
So that'll be fun. But first, let's catch you up. What have your ins and outs be? What about yours, Jamie?
Okay, I have a few.
Okay.
Well, we'll start with one in that that it was my I'm just a girl moment. I'm just like a silly little rat.
Yeah.
My car has been telling me that I need an oil change for literally I think since like summer probably. Oh, no. And that's just what I do. I'm like, it'll be fine. Yeah. Like it's fine. And I finally got the courage to bring it in the other day. Well, I didn't. Like I took mom with me. Yeah. And I get there and they were like, "Oh, you actually like don't need it." Like even though my light was on and it still is on. What? They were like, your miles are like you have to follow your miles because it was going by the date, I think. Oh. I still am like not 100% very sure of what's going on.
So they checked it as fine because you don't drive a lot.
Mm-mm. But
what?
They were like, yeah, your date doesn't say until like I think it said like April maybe or May.
Oh, okay.
So I had like a little bit longer.
Interesting. Okay,
yeah.
Well, a win is a win.
Miles. I know.
You don't ask questions.
And I was just like, it was so awkward though. Not awkward, but like so weird. Like the weirdest vibes because I just had to drive away after. They were like, "Oh no, you're good."
And you're like, "Okay, thanks."
I was like, "Okay."
But they didn't like reset it? I know how to reset it.
They did, and then
it came
like,
again?
It came,
so maybe your like thing is off. Like your
yeah.
sensor or something.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's off.
Something is off.
But I felt so silly.
Yeah. You know what?
I mean, I'll take it. I'll take an oil change that you do not have to like do.
Yes,
pay for or any of it.
Exactly. And then also, you check that off your list. You know, a win is a win and is a win.
Right. I was just precautious.
Yeah.
I was just cautious.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, you can't help it. Okay. You can't help being 6 months late and 6 months early, apparently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
No, I think that's a great outcome.
Yeah.
So it's free.
It. Yeah.
A free oil change.
And then I felt like such a girl boss because I drove across the street to the battery place and got my car battery. Not car battery, my car key battery replaced, so it doesn't give me that notification.
Oh my
anymore.
God, yes!
I know.
Yes.
I literally was like, oh, they're checked off my list.
You literally just girl bossed the day away.
I know.
Wow.
It does feel good.
Yeah.
But again,
she's the man.
A lot of my ins are like car things.
What?
I don't know. You just said,
I said she's the man, but anyway.
Yeah, thanks.
Sorry.
My other one is again still with car, but it was the day you came. Jordan came to my work to drop off like coffee and like talk and stuff. And I was like testing out a theory of like just being stupid of like, oh, they don't ever check the car meters at like where my work is. Right. Like I just won't do it and I'll see what happens. Yeah. Turns out they do, and I did get a ticket. It was like $5.
I was gonna say
it was like
it's probably gonna be
one.
cheap, yeah.
But it was stupid because like in
In theory, you could have. You were literally right there and you could have. You were just, listen, not every experiment goes as planned.
Yeah.
That's called an experiment.
Yeah, and that I've learned, but that was my parking ticket lore. Yeah. Is what I called it.
Okay. Yes, right. Everyone needs one parking ticket in their life.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, I've never, you can't be the only friend. I've never gotten a parking ticket.
Yeah.
Pick me.
No, because that was literally me when I first got my car or like my license, like the first few years. I was like, yep, haven't gotten a ticket. Yeah. And then I get like 3 in a row after.
Yeah. This was your karma for that.
Yeah. No, literally.
Bragging rights revoked.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone needs a parking ticket, I think. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, those are both good. Wow, your car has been so prevalent this week.
I know. I was like, what is going on?
I know. And also, I'm so excited because if you guys have been watching this current season of Inside Out, I was going to say The Bachelor, which we'll get to, but of Inside Out, we have been like, so like previous seasons, we would get sick and we would miss like one or have to do like one separate, like a solo episode. Mm-hmm. And so we wanted to kind of prepare for that this season. And so we had like gotten 2 weeks ahead of time. Or 2 weeks ahead, and then when we were editing them and putting them out, we were like, this stuff like the life moves too quickly.
Yeah, like especially in like media stuff, like pop culture.
And if we talked about like mental health and stuff, maybe like things that stay the same.
Yeah, and just those things,
right,
and topics of that sort.
Yeah, but like we talk about pop culture, news, and things like that, and it's like, okay, that's so fucking boring. It happened like a month ago at this point.
Right. So no, because my notes, because I did these a week or 2 weeks ago, and it was like about the Grammys, and I was like, I know. Even if we talked about that now, it would be like so. Like that. It's that was like a month ago.
I literally forgot what happened to it already. Yeah. That's how fast life moves nowadays. Mm-hmm. So we have redone our schedule so that we're coming out ASAP. Yeah, basically we're on time, like we're like filming them as we like put them out, basically. Yeah, like how we were used to. Yeah, we were just kind of testing something out. We've been doing the same thing for like almost 4 years now, so we wanted to just try it. Didn't work. We were right all along.
Yeah, we were right.
We were perfect before.
Last minute is the key to life.
Yeah, never change yourself. Okay, exactly. You're perfect as is, apparently. But yeah,
so story.
Right. I like this better though. I'm more of a last minute person, so I don't like having backup things. Like, you know what I mean? It's like too many files to keep it. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, where'd it go? And now I have 2 to keep track of.
Which one?
Right.
Which one goes first?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't like naming files. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I digress. Anywho, did you see that TikTok? Okay, so there's this one TikTok of this mom who was making her daughter apologize to someone she like bullied at school. What? And but I loved it. Okay, because it was like a really young daughter. She's probably in elementary school, and she had like made fun of this girl, her friend's hair, and her mom like took her out of school or whatever, made her make a basket for her and like an apology thing.
But she bullied her.
Yes, she bullied like someone else, and she says, "My daughter's not a bully. Like you're not allowed to do that." And so she had made her make a basket, and I thought that was like the sweetest thing ever.
Yeah, that's almost making me cry. Like I'm like, wait, that's actually so cute.
I know, and I'm like, not enough the way to do that. Yeah,
no, it's like no, you're gonna like. I don't even know the word. Right. You're going to stick up for yourself. Yeah. Like, no, I'm actually not that person.
Right. Because I'm like, I don't plan on my future children being bullies. But I mean, no one plans on that, I would think. Like, obviously, this woman didn't because she, like, does not agree with that. Mm-hmm. And so I'm, like, thinking, if that ever were to happen, like, I feel like mom would have made us do that if she found out that we were, like, doing something like that. I
agree.
Yeah. But yeah, I just took notes on that, but the comments were actually funny because it's like, one of them was like, your daughter punched me yesterday. Then she
gave me a basket.
Yeah, I want a basket, and she gave away her daughter's hair appointment to that girl or the kid who she was bullying, and so I was like, all in all,
it's a good way to like a good lesson though, because it's like most people would, I think, bullies of like that who are mean at when they're growing up, they like kind of just grow up to be like, oh yeah, I was a bully, and move on, and don't like take accountability. That's the word, accountability. Right. There we go.
Yeah. So you learn it young, and she'll probably never do it again. Like your mom finding, oh my god. Yeah.
That's probably so embarrassing too.
I know. And speaking of that, I also like weeks ago I saw that one. Did you see the one thing of the girl who was a like bully? She's like older now, and she had like someone had been like, when my old bully or whatever used to, or the girl who used to make fun of something or whatever is now famous on TikTok or whatever. And then she made a thing back, and she was like, Well, honestly, like, yeah, I was mean in high school, but like, get over it. Basically, like, it's I'm in the future. I'm moving on to the future and focusing on success and things like that. Like, and I was
didn't see this.
That is like the utmost like previous bully probably still response ever.
Right, like. It just made it very clear.
Yeah, I saw that
you
one
could have
first.
just like replied and said, "I'm just so sorry."
I know.
Like I've changed.
I know, and she's like, I can't fathom like my whole thing with the internet is that like you film the video, you watch the video over, you edit it, then you post it. It's not like you're talking conversation, then you have like you move on and you don't know what you're saying as you're saying it. You get to pick.
What you
the parts,
put out
you put out,
and
you still choose to do it after rewatching it, hopefully
insane.
Once.
Yeah.
So, or you at least get the opportunity to do that, and you still do that.
That's literally insane.
Yeah, that pisses me off. So, anyway,
wow, that was me. Maybe it was just a crying week of TikToks because I was crying at a TikTok yesterday too, but it was very different than those.
Okay,
it was. It was literally just a short, sweet video of this little girl. Like probably 6 years old, and she had like her own kind of cat, it seemed like, and he just kept coming up to her face and like doing the thing like cats do, like they rub their like scent on you,
right?
And I was like, that is so sweet. I think every one of my cats or one of my kids will have their own cat.
Oh, wait, I kind of love
because
that.
To have such a special connection with a cat is like no other. There's no other feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe being in love.
And to be
I don't
chosen
know that
by
right
the cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
To be chosen. And like the whole thing though was her cat was bringing, like the cat had babies and she was bringing the babies over to the little girl to like introduce them.
Right.
And he was just like up in her face.
Oh my God.
And I was dying. I was literally like, that is so cute. I have the video. I'll send it to you.
I fucking love that.
I know.
Oh my God. See, so like that's the stuff. Yeah.
It was getting to me this week.
No, literally. And I saw something like that too. And this girl had a Bernese Mountain Dog, and it was like with her, and it was different videos since she was like a little baby, and then up to like more she was like a little older toddler, and of them like looking out the window together.
Oh no!
And I was like, I don't know, like those with the babies and the connection with the animals. I'm like, it's so perfect and pure.
I know. I can't imagine having. Well, first of all, I think I could go on for days about this. That cats just no energy. Yeah. And I think that little girl probably just had the best little energy.
Oh my God, yeah.
And was like,
I know.
Here, look at my babies.
Yeah, literally.
I can't.
Like, come and take care of them.
Yeah.
You're going to love them.
So
that's probably what it was.
Oh You're going to feed them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I love that.
Oh my gosh.
You know what's on the other end of the spectrum of annoyance?
What?
Did you see the things of like, because Zendaya and Timothée have been doing the interviews for the Dune movie.
Hasn't that movie been like going on for years?
Okay,
is it just
like the third one of it? Yeah.
Okay,
it's
a
sequel.
I swear to God, if it's like Dune,
no, because now Florence Pugh is in it and Austin Butler.
Oh,
they've added on.
It?
That's what I said to Jared.
I wonder if we should go.
And I saw that, like, it kind of looks like I wouldn't like, but anything Zendaya's in, like, Timothy too, like, but Zendaya to me is like everything. And so, like, I want to watch the first two, then we'll go see the third.
We should do that.
Yeah. Because listen, I'm adventurous. Not her scheduling it in. She's writing it in her planner. Oh, okay. But anyway, they were asking interviewing about kissing, like,
that was crazy to both of them too.
You wasted your one chance.
Both of them were well. First of all, Timothy, he was like, "We're pushing 30."
I know. I was like, why? Because he's like my age, I think. I was like, don't say that.
They were all the comments were like pushing 30.
I know.
Like he's like 25 or something.
I know.
It's crazy.
How old is he? How old is Timothée Chalamet? 28 years old. Okay.
Okay, but I don't think you're pushing 30 unless you're literally 29 and a half.
I agree. Right, because I
don't count
27 in 2 months, so I'm 26 up until like the week before. Like, I'm not rounding up.
I agree.
It's crazy. I was thinking about that because it's like whenever I was like 21, I wanted to get to 25 so bad because I was so sick of like just 21 sounded so like little. Now, and I'm not when I don't care about age or whatever or getting older. I don't care about any of that stuff really, but it's just the number and time warp scares me. That's what scares me. I'm
I
like,
know.
already? How did I live 7 years?
I know. It's really actually crazy because
That's the thing.
I've been thinking about 22 even.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, that sounds scary. It does.
Everyone after that sounds scarier.
Yeah. And that's been a debate in my head lately.
Yeah.
But I think because our birthdays are like pushing.
We're pushing our birthdays are next door. Yeah. Yeah.
But the time warp really does get me every time. I really have to like,
I know.
cope.
Yes, exactly.
Go on a
Anyway,
walk.
what were you going to say? What did you write down?
I wrote down I went to the Bob Marley movie with
Mom said that.
Mom and Jeff on
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
That was my pity invite.
That's not pity. They
That's what
wanted
I
you
call
there
it.
because they love you. It's for lovers.
No, I know
It's not
that.
for couples.
Yeah, I know, but it's just funny because that's just what like
Actually,
Mom does.
It was Galentine's Day, so Jeff was crashing your Galentine's Day.
Yeah,
Let's rewrite that.
That's true.
Okay, anyway, go on.
But yeah, that was my Valentine's Day, and it was so good. I think everyone should go see that movie.
Really?
I did not think I was gonna like love it that much.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like,
Does it make you love Bob Marley now?
Yeah, I mean, I've always had like the peaceful girl in me.
Sure.
I just love him already.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know much about him, but I love him.
vibes.
Yeah, good vibes. But that one sold it for me. Like, I didn't know much about him, and I love learning
Yeah.
about people.
I agree. I could watch anyone's biopic and I'd be so
I know.
invested.
It's so good.
You still haven't listened to the Julia Fox.
I started an audiobook of it.
Okay, yeah, you need to finish
I
that.
do want to finish it
Yeah.
after this one, maybe.
Okay, yes. Book of the week.
Okay, transition.
Yeah, right.
This is book of the week. Well, this is going to
Yes,
take
yeah.
me a while, but I had to finish my other book because I started this on audiobook
Okay.
on my like walks at work, like on my lunch breaks and stuff. And I had to transition to it in person because it was just a lot. And I thought everyone was being drama kings.
Wait, tell them the title.
Oh, A Little Life. Sorry, by I don't know how to say her name. Anya
Yanagara?
Oh, that sounds right. I don't know. But if you know, you know.
Yes. I'm telling you guys.
I thought
haven't read it
people
yet, but-
were kidding
Yeah.
when they said that you have to be in like a good mental health space
Right.
for this book because I'm like barely halfway through it and I feel like I like could put it down and like read it later.
Really?
It's like really like just a
have-
lot.
Okay.
It's like a lot of like just
trauma or just emotions
trauma,
and stuff?
sadness, like mental health stuff. And it's
Okay.
just like can be a lot. I
Yeah.
think.
Because the story follows a group of friends, right? And it's like each one of them, and they're all guys, right?
Yeah. They're all best
in New
friends
York?
In New York.
In New York. Okay.
Yeah, and like, it's basically about like there's 4 main characters.
How old are they? Their 20s?
Yeah, I think it goes from like their 20s, like college, into like later life.
Oh, okay. Oh,
It's like a whole
okay.
thing.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. And
Yeah.
yeah, but it's so interesting. I like honestly didn't know a lot about it, but
Yeah.
it's almost a book that I'm like debating to put down
Right.
and read later.
Okay.
But I love it.
Yeah. I say power through it and just deal with the aftermath.
I know because I really don't like not finishing.
Maybe you'll
books.
learn something.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll probably learn something either way, but I mean like even persevering.
And
through
like
it.
usually things like that too, I can like really power through too.
Does it like actually make you cry?
Yeah, I've
my
I've
God.
been sobbing over it.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh yeah. See, I don't think I'm in the headspace for that.
I know but I
Interesting.
have to finish it because I don't like not finishing books.
No, because you'll never go back to it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you from experience.
but I'm just gonna do it, and
Maybe you will.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll go back.
but it is a long book,
Yeah. Right.
so. But I'm gonna do
Okay,
it.
but when would be the right time? They say, you know.
No, literally, like if not now, when?
That's what I say because they say you'll never feel ready for a kid. You'll never feel ready for anything ever.
Yeah,
That's what I've learned.
yeah.
So maybe.
We're gonna finish her.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we like to hear. You have to finish it for the plot of this podcast to
Yeah,
give
and I
us
already
the full
put it in my Goodreads, like as currently reading. Like I have to.
Yeah, that would be fucking embarrassing.
Delete.
Put down.
I cannot do that.
No.
Hold on, I gotta finish this.
Like, imagine she just starts fucking reading. Okay, take it over.
Mysterious girl.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, so that makes me really want to read it though. But again, I'll probably never read it now that you say that.
Yeah.
Maybe
don't
I will
know.
though. Sometimes I'm really craving a really good heartbrick.
I know that's
Like,
why
I
I'm
was a
like I
couple
think I'll
weeks
love
ago.
it. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Is there love interests in it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That actually, it has to have that in it for me for some reason. Like,
It's like a
book-wise.
slow burn. It's like they're just kind of starting still.
Oh,
I feel like.
Okay.
It's more of like a love, I would explain, like a, like, so unconditional, like a best friend love, and like,
Wow.
like, no matter what. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Oh,
That's the
that's
vibe
cute.
I get, at least. I
I
don't
like
want to spoil it. So.
Okay, yeah. But wow, no, I get that. Yeah, tape that mouth up, baby. Okay, I love that. Okay, then if you wanted to move on to what you wanted to really talk about, what you were really invested in, The Bachelor.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can talk about that now because we're on time.
I didn't know you were watching it.
I was going to
this is
text
so
you, and then I'm like,
exciting.
I'm not a surprise her.
And I was going to text you being like, hello, did you watch it?
No, I
did it.
I watched up until last week's episode. I'm like halfway through it.
Okay, good.
So I don't know anything else. He had just gone on the date with Kelsey A, which I think he loves Kelsey A. I think that he really likes her.
Look up the cast now too, because I think I know. I think that's
Here, I'll send you the link.
Perfect, thank you. She's the longer
With
hair.
the curly, naturally curly kind of hair.
Yeah.
She had just gone in the Italy or wherever they were on the Vespa. He ran out with her. That's the one I think that he really likes. Every time he's like around her, he like lights up. Mm-hmm. And I think her and Daisy. I love Daisy.
I love Daisy.
Everyone
too.
loves Daisy.
I know. I think Daisy will definitely be a top 2. I don't know yet. I can't tell if she's gonna be the winner.
No, you can't.
But I think she could.
I know. I always try to decipher if they're on like TikToks and stuff. If they're like acting all happy, I'm like, are you or are you not?
I know.
You know.
And they've all been all around TikTok, and like Joey's been on like a lot of podcasts. And
yes,
like,
and I don't know how he does that.
So he must have done it after they filmed, and he just can't.
Yeah, he's like under contract. He can't say anything.
Where's Kelsey
in the middle?
Oh yeah, her.
Yeah, I like her. I liked Edwina a lot, but he just sent her home. You know what is sad? I loved what's her name, Leah or whatever, until the past episode, because then whenever that girl left, what's that girl's name? Oh, Sydney. Okay, the problem caller Sydney left.
Yeah, these girls
and then Leah
a lot.
Leah, is it Leah or Leah? I don't know. But she's the one who had the date card and she threw it away, which I was like, you're too good because. But then it almost is like I thought she would be like someone who's like too sweet to enter any drama, and I think you can be both. Don't get me wrong, like you know you can be soft but feisty too. But I'm just like, if you like technically if you had that date card, you could have taken away from this girl that you hate right now.
Right.
That's why you never do good things.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Right. Like I don't know. I wouldn't have thrown it out. I don't think. But
wait, why did she throw it out?
Because she just like didn't want to fuck with anyone else's like experience, I guess, here, and she didn't want like her experience to like be manipulated by her action. Like if she wanted it to happen naturally, I guess, rather than like her having to like take it over from someone else. Because she remember on the first day she had that card and it said you could take any
yes I remember
individual
that.
date away.
That was crazy.
And she put it in the fire.
Yeah, I would never do that.
That's my thing. Even if I wasn't planning on using it, you never know.
You never know when you need it.
These people have never watched The Bachelor.
Wild card, like stay safe out there.
Right, and
like that's literally the point of The Bachelor.
I know, and that's why I'm like, because
like,
you know all these people, you had to have watched The Bachelor.
Yeah,
because it's like Sydney, for instance, the one who caused all the issues, which it wasn't even her issue, and I really liked her at first.
I know, me too.
She had a vintage shop. I liked her style a lot,
and I keep seeing people on TikTok being like why? I can't believe she even went to The Bachelor, like even to promote that, like she had a vintage shop because. Like someone was walking past it and they were like, I'll never go in there.
Right.
Like, it's really bad for her business.
That's what I'm saying. If you want it.
She's not a business girly. Like,
I guess. Yeah, she doesn't get it. You have to be the loved one. Why would you involve yourself in drama?
Yeah.
Because people think that if they're in drama, they're going to like, I don't know. Nowadays, people like hold that against you. And I will because I just felt like it was, if I can understand where they're coming from.
Yeah.
I get it.
A lot of these, unless we're not seeing a lot, maybe.
Right.
But like, I feel like, I don't know, it's just so like, you did this and they jump to conclusion.
Yeah, exactly. And it's also over literally basically nothing. My thing is, I think there has to be drama in these reality shows. Like I love when there's a drama causer. But if the drama makes sense, it can't just fly out of thin air and be like stupid. I'm like, okay, either this was planted or you're just like you're just so desperate for it.
I agree.
That's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
It has to be like something legitimate.
Yeah, I agree.
You know?
Because you didn't see the last one, right? You said
no.
Because there was 2 last week, I think.
Oh, I don't.
There's one on Tuesday.
No, I literally had just ended off when I saw Kelsey in their date. They're at the end of their date.
Okay.
So
what do you think about Maria?
Which one's Maria?
The one who, like, Mom. I keep talking to Mom about this.
Oh, Maria. Okay, that's the one who was
she's
in the drama
literally
too.
like, I don't like that she did the outfit change.
Oh,
and like she like really putting it against
really?
her. I'm like, there are so many other things you could say to not like her.
Sure.
But do you like her?
I like her.
Me
I
too.
feel like I like her.
Me too.
Like she doesn't like she's kind of handling it well. I feel like she
Yeah.
could go the opposite way. I didn't like that she was like, I want to go home. I was like, ball up, girl. Get in there.
I know.
Like,
and it, yeah,
you got a rose.
unfortunately, Yeah.
But other than
part
that,
sucks.
yeah, she's from Ontario. I don't know. I liked her a lot at first,
Me
and
too.
and I still do.
I still like her still.
I don't care about
but
the outfit
she definitely
change.
is like a. Like, I feel bad for her. I think a lot of people are being mean to her for like kind of no reason. I understand like maybe she can come across like mean or something, but I don't.
Yeah.
I think she is a nice person.
But my thing is, I feel like she handled it well. She did something wrong, and she apologized for it and whatever, and it was misconstrued through someone else.
Yeah.
And so it's like, what else can you really ask for after that? You know?
Yeah. And I don't know if you saw the part of like, I'm trying not to like spoil anything, but
no, I don't care.
Like one of the parts. I think it was Sydney maybe, and she was like, you called me this and blah blah blah, and she was like, you're literally making up things.
Oh, I saw that one
like,
on their 2-in-1.
Yes. Yeah. And she's like, you're literally making up things. Like,
yeah.
Do you know like things are all on camera? Like, you did not.
That's what
I did not say that, or I don't know what the
that
situation
is
was.
my issue, is that it is all on camera, and if they're leaving it out, sure, but whatever. But like, I didn't see any of that.
Yeah, I'm like, these like people are actually a little
off,
a little nutty.
I know.
With peace and love.
Yeah,
I just don't understand it. I'm like,
I don't
why
either.
Why are you lying?
Why are exactly over something so stupid?
And I always wonder if the like Joey will go back and watch all of this and be like, oh my god, like,
fuck, I fucked up because this person was right or this person wrong or something like that, or like, wow,
yeah.
I kept them too long.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know. I just think that whatever she was doing, it was just wacky. It was just wacky, unnecessary. You're like here to focus on your man.
I agree. Like, get him
unless it matters. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't care about the outfit change. I'm like, she was trying to get his attention. She did.
I know. I liked it.
Yeah. Like, I guess if you were in any other situation, maybe it'd be a little weird, but like to me, you're on TV, like, makes sense.
Yeah. I thought it was silly. I think
it speaks to her confidence. I was like, oh, she's very confident.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I'll go through my ranking.
Okay.
Jess, I do not like after the last episode, but you'll see.
Okay. I didn't like her after the first episode, to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
I'm always
that
tainted
one
by the
really-
people in the first episode like that.
Yeah.
Jess is the one, she's the one who like stole him twice on the initial like first day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway, go on.
I like Jen.
Okay.
She's like, I think she's a nurse.
Okay.
Physician assistant. You don't know. Maybe not.
Yes.
I
I like Jen, and I like Caitlin, the radio chemist. I really liked Caitlin.
Yeah, she's cute. She's fun. She's from New Mexico. I didn't know that. I have to note everything on my notes I did as whatever lore.
Okay. I
don't know.
I like
but
that.
this is called the Hiccups lore.
Okay.
And yesterday,
Jamie's full of lore, by the way. If you think she's just some sweet, quiet girl, no, much lore.
So much lore.
Hiccups.
I literally was like about to punch myself yesterday. Have you ever had the worst hiccups that it bothers you? It gets to a point of like annoyance where like I don't know what I can do, but I need to get rid of
If I jump out of this window, my hiccups will stop.
Turning point. It was my rock
hiccup awareness.
It was my rock bottom.
Rock bottom of the week. Now we are turning into full-blown conspiracy theorists. Like we've mentioned earlier, I wouldn't consider myself like, again, I'm saying this because we're Swifties, and like the Swiftie community is known to be like full-blown conspiracy theorists. I normally do not partake in that. Like people could try to convince me, but I'm still like, no. And also I feel like it's just a lot of energy that wasted for things that I just don't necessarily care about as much. But I do think it is fun when I hear something that resonates, and that kind of gets me thinking of a different angle on something. And I think it can be fun if you don't take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Okay. We all have those family members. Anyway.
Yeah, literally.
But what were you? What is your take on a conspiracy theory, pop culture wise? You like them? Do you subscribe?
I do like them. I love a good pop culture moment. I love, like even like blind items. Like that's something new to me that I like love now.
Yeah, totally. I've gotten everyone on the blind item game.
No, literally, because I never got. It's like you don't understand it unless you're in it.
Yeah,
like, it really does feel like that. Because when you used to talk about it, I'd be like, I just don't get. I don't get the lore. I get
but once they get you,
illusion.
Yeah. Because if you haven't listened to me talk about blind items before, essentially, they're just like submitted through, or like there is this one website, Crazy Days and Nights, that I get mine because I feel like it's the most reliable at this point, from my opinion. And they basically like have these intels from these like high ups or like friends of celebrities or like people who work in like celebrity fields and know a lot of things and people, and they'll get like these little things about these celebrities or like how they were with someone else, or like if they were doing coke in like the bathroom at the Met, you know what I mean? Like these little things, and they'll do like a little rhyme, and that will be up for like a week or two. And then whenever it's confirmed, I think is how it works. If it's confirmed that the person, or like the person who runs NT, who runs the website, confirms it somehow, then he'll like attach the name of who it's about. And so you have to check back to see if you're like right or whatever. And I think of it as kind of like a game.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's fun.
It does feel like that. It's like, just like from our point of view, at least, it's very harmless of like, in our opinion, because we just read it and like move on with our life. Yeah. But it's just so fun to like, like puzzle in the piece and like see if it like actually comes out true.
Right. Cause some of them make these people seem so like realistic to me, but also some of them are like, this is whack. Like this is crazy. Yeah. If so. But that's the fun of it. You just never know what you're going to get. Yeah. So
fun.
Anyway.
I do think the Taylor Swift ones can get like personally from like the Swiftie community.
Psychotic.
Like, yeah, I can get psychotic of like picking up on
psychosis.
anything to be an Easter egg.
Yeah.
Which I support and I like love it for everyone. Like if it
if it's fun, sure.
I think some of them get me, or I'm like, I just have to scroll past it because I'm like, that's bizarre, but I don't believe it and whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that's my take.
I agree.
Well, this isn't really a theory, but it's more of like a, I don't know. It says Miley Cyrus song Jaded is about Nick Jonas. Did you see that?
I saw that, and I think when I saw that, because someone said that
because I don't have
Tish Cyrus and Brandy confirmed it on Call Her Daddy, but
I didn't. Why? Because it was like newer.
Yeah,
and I was like, but that relationship is literally like 10 years old or something.
I know, and I can't imagine her writing such like a song like that, or like even performing it about something that's such like it's like a young personal relationship. You know, they were like teenagers.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't understand.
Like I've always said, I will stand by. I believe that song is about Cody Simpson, because if you look at these lyrics, and that's one of my favorite Miley songs.
I love that song too.
So I've studied this. Okay.
But I knew you would know more because I didn't write down a lot for it.
See, right.
But so
I did see that.
I'm glad you saw that.
I don't want to call and talk too long. I know I was wrong, but never said I was sorry. Now I've had time to think it over. We're much older and the bone's too big to bury. Oh, okay, wait. I don't know. Maybe I guess from that first like section, it kind of sounds like it could be like we're much older and the bone's too big to bury. But isn't it a shame that it ended like that?
Right.
Said goodbye forever, but you never unpacked. But they didn't live together, did they?
Oh, no way. I thought they were like literally like so young.
I know.
They dated.
Right? I don't know. I'll have to rewatch the clips of the Call Her Daddy interview because I think that's where this stemmed from.
Yeah.
They were together only a year and briefly in 2009. So I have a hard time believing that.
I don't believe
because my thing is, I feel like because her and Cody Simpson were friends or whatever for a long time, or like dated at some point, and then they started dating again like in 2020 around that year somehow.
Sorry that I feel like they were pretty serious too.
Yeah.
Like that relationship specifically.
Right. Sorry that you're jaded. I could have taken you places. You're lonely now and I hate it, which Nick's not lonely. If anything, Cody would be lonely.
Yeah.
Nick's married and has a daughter.
Yeah, and he has a brother as his. Cody Simpson has, but
right. You're not even willing to look at your part. You just jump in your car and head down to the bar until you're blurry. Don't know when to stop. You take it too far. I don't know where you are, and I'm left in the dark until I'm worried. I don't know. Miley. Can
My
you just call Miley up?
Oh, were you? Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah, my mind
Wow.
was getting there.
Oh, sorry. I have one about the Super Bowl.
Oh.
Did you hear about this? The Super Bowl stuff, wherever it was all going on, or whenever it was all going on? No?
I don't know what it...
Okay, so, like, I didn't know this until literally probably a week or two before the Super Bowl happened, but that, like, a lot of people believe that the Super Bowl is rigged. Have you heard about this?
I have heard that, and I feel like...
And that people, like, knew that the Chiefs were going to be versing the... Like, that's why, like, people, when the Lions were, like, in the playoffs, they're like, oh, don't bother. Like, we already know it's the Chiefs and the 49ers or whatever. And I was like, that's so... Like,
but
while
how?
I was... To be honest, I was like, that is the dumbest thing ever. They're, like, playing a game, and, like, how would they, like, do... I just don't understand how you would do that.
Yeah.
And, like... What Jared said is it's basically, like, people believe that it's could be scripted. Okay. And I'm not getting into there's a political part of it. I'm not getting into that. I'm just staying surface level on the part of, like, how the fuck would it be scripted? I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Maybe I just have, like, smooth brain, can't get it. But, like, I don't know how you would script that. But then on the other hand, while I was watching the Super Bowl and it started shifting back, like, they were, like, the Chiefs were losing, and then all of a sudden, like, within the last 5 seconds or whatever, it shifted. I'm like, how else? How else do you do that?
Like, do the players know? Because why does Travis Kelce
That's
look
what
so
I'm saying.
Like, they're all so excited.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, they can't fake that.
I know, right? And why? Yeah, because why would you even be excited then? I don't know. And then another part of it is, like, that they wanted, like, the Chiefs to win because they want their star players because whatever his name is. Oh, God. I know football fans are going to be mad. I can't remember his name that retired last year. The quarterback.
I can't help you.
It's not Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Oh, shoot.
Oh, my God. You guys know what I'm talking about. They, like, the NFL is... Essentially, it's like it's a brand, you know, it's like a company, it's a business at the end of the day, and they want to sell things, they want to make money, and if they don't have any star players, like, that doesn't happen as much. So when you have, like, these star quarterbacks that are, like, get really famous, or, like, these star players in general, and so that's why they're, like, quote unquote, that's why people are saying they're trying to make Travis Kelce to be, like, this big player, even though he's really good, but, like, just, like, be, like, the celebrity too.
Yeah.
Because it's more profit for them because they sell more jerseys. Like, he starts dating Taylor Swift, jerseys go up for the whole team, you know?
Yeah.
And things like that. Like, again, I don't know, like, the exact.
Yeah. But it's crazy.
I know.
Because I feel like I've heard that too.
The speculation of a rigged outcome gained traction when a short conversation between NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell and Taylor Swift surfaced, fueling conspiracy theories. Additionally, CBS Sports Chairman Sean McManus predicted that the Super Bowl 58 would go into double overtime, and that added to the speculation because he predicted it, right? But it is very fascinating.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Which I just thought of one that I did see this week, and I didn't write it down, but I should have. I don't know if this is a theory. It could be, I guess. But in the Super Bowl, the suite Kendall Jenner was in, I guess Kevin Booker was in it too, but, like, which is her ex-boyfriend.
Yes.
And it, like, and I guess well, first of all, it started with Kylie, and she reposted a picture of Kevin Booker in, like, a Kai jacket or something. And everyone was like, that's so weird, like, you're not supporting your sister. Like,
yeah.
Like, I know he's wearing your brand, but, like, it's kind of like sister code or whatever.
Right.
And then they were in the same suite, but they weren't, like, pictured together or anything, but they were in the same room, and it was, like, kind of just, like, a weird thing that was happening. So everyone's speculating that they could be back together.
Okay. Wow. If so, that's crazy because they keep getting back together, you know, like, back forth.
Yeah, let's maybe take that as a sign.
Yeah. Maybe after the first 2 times it's a no-go.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
I know. I wonder.
I have a very in-depth one. I don't know if you want to save it or you want me to go into it right now. It's a Swift one. Okay. And this is for my Swifties, my fellow folklorians. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
And
we're sat.
Yeah, this one is, again, an in-depth one that came straight from the depths of Twitter. All right.
You mean X?
X.
I'm just
Thank you. Imagine I was like,
correction.
yeah. No, Jake calls it X.
I know.
Our brother. If you guys don't know. Like, no, it is never
That's what
X.
it reminded me of.
Never.
Anyway, I caught you off guard.
So this is, I was like nerd.
Yeah.
Dork. Anyway, okay, so this is from @Melissa Enchant on Twitter. Why I think Taylor Swift lied to all of us when she said Betty James and August characters were pretend. It's actually about her summer of 2016. A thread. Okay.
Wow. This one sounds good and juicy.
Because as a
juiced up.
folklorian, you listen to these songs, you put together this story in your head, and you go off of what she said. Oh, it's this made up trio.
Yeah.
You know, like a guy with two girls or whatever, right? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
And deciding like going from one girl to another, whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's what you're prefaced with. And so it's like, are you prefacing that because it's, you know what I mean? Like if I'm getting into the brain of a conspiracy theorist,
Yeah.
are you saying that to throw us off?
Right.
Or is that actually the case? And so I got to watch the Long Pond sessions to really like.
I just watched it the other day.
Did you?
Yeah.
So maybe you'll pick up on some things.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So before we begin, we have to provide context on the high school element of this. In her Miss Americana documentary, Taylor spoke on being mentally frozen at the age she got famous. So that happened when she was 16, so high school age, and having a lot of mental growing up to do. And so this is a quote from her. There's this thing people say about celebrities that they're frozen at the age they got famous. I had a lot of growing up to do just to try and catch up to 29. And then by age 16, Taylor was already getting major recognition as an established country artist. She released her first single, Tim McGraw, off of her self-titled album, which was later certified platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America. And so when she went out of the spotlight after the leaked call, she spoke on how that alone time with Joe allowed her to have a lot of reflection on who she is and allowed that growth to begin. Her frozen age of 16 changed when she met Joe, and her mental growth begins from there, because I guess she met him around 29.
Right.
For Taylor, this idea of life beginning again once she met Joe is tied into her more school-aged songs. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, for example, speak of her love with Joe from a high school perspective, specifically a love that began at age 16. So, like in the song, it says, you know, I adore you. I'm crazier for you than I was at 16, lost in a film scene, waving homecoming queens, marching and playing, lost in the lights, you know, all that. And sorry. You know?
Yeah.
So reflecting back on 16. For her to feel like life is beginning. So for her to feel like life is beginning again, starting at age 16, but really 29, that's crucially important period to reflect on and use as a foundation of growth forward. What happened around the time of her life began again, her summer with Joe and Tom. Let's dive in. Okay, so
Tom
Hiddleston.
Yeah, the British.
Yes, the actor, Marvel guy.
Actor.
Yeah. So the three songs that are meant to be about these pretend characters take place over Cardigan, Betty, and August. So to me, to Melissa making this, Taylor is Betty, who sings Cardigan. James is Joe Alwyn, who sings Betty. August is from the perspective of the girl Joe was also chasing during 2016. So it's saying that Taylor wrote these songs about like her chasing Joe, and then Joe also chasing another girl. And choosing between them and ultimately choosing Taylor, I guess. And so Cardigan begins by setting the stage. Vintage tees, brand new phone, high heels on cobblestones. Taylor's summer of growth begins at this time. She had just spent the night prior with Joe in LA and now is in NYC for the pre-Met Gala dinner in New York City with Tom Hiddleston. Taylor showed up in a vintage Billy Joel t-shirt and her new phone, left wearing high heels on New York street cobblestones. She was
sorry?
Yeah, exactly. She was still with Calvin, but was already obsessed with Joe. Example, gorgeous. In the song, she clarifies that she was with her then boyfriend, but she was like so infatuated with Joe and wanting to move forward with him. But this is the start of her summer on May 1st, aka Bleachella, just to set the visual scene here.
Right. And she does,
sequin style black lipstick, which she wore to the Met Gala.
Yeah, and she has, in one of her songs, I can't remember, I was just listening to it, from Reputation, she was saying, like, when you first met me, when my bleached hair. Whatever.
Yeah, your buzz cut and my hair bleached. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And I never put this together, though, from this song, sequin smile, black lipstick, sensual politics. I never, like, thought of that moment in my head, like, even realized that she said black lipstick.
Yeah,
because
that's
that's
so interesting. She really did wear
She wore black lipstick to the Met Gala.
Wow.
So, and then it says, when you are young, they assume you know nothing. Taylor had shiny smile, black lipstick, and spent time with both Joe Alwyn and Tom Hiddleston that night. And as she was Joel. Imagine his name was Joel.
Oh, I'm so sorry. That was so rude of me.
This up. I can't fucking get it right.
I keep picturing Joel.
Who the fuck's Joel? Taylor had a shiny smile, black lipstick, and spent time with both Joe Alwyn and Tom Hiddleston that night. She was co-chair of the event, which I didn't even fucking know that. Ironically, the Met is where Taylor wanted to get to know Joel. Actually can't get it right. Okay. That is where Taylor wanted to get to know Joe, but he's not outgoing at events. In Betty, Joe's character James sings about how he missed her favorite song. It's because he hates crowds and he had to see Taylor dance with Tom Hiddleston.
Oh.
James was interested in Betty. They had chemistry, but Betty was waiting for him to say he was willing to commit to her, while Betty was also promoting no rules. He couldn't read her mind, and so he was keeping things simple while dating, but he should have known better.
So that's what Taylor and Tom.
Right. Tom. And then, but he's watching them two, and he's like, I want her, but like, well, whatever.
Right.
With Tom willing to commit to Taylor, but Joe unable to do the same, she spent June 14th to August 13th with Tom Hiddleston. Joe, thinking she was unavailable, started dating the August character during this time without commitments.
Oh.
During this time, Taylor begins renovating her Tribeca apartment and moves into Cornelia Street. Joe's character James realizes this her changing her homeroom and thinks it's because of him. Taylor's been open about homes, locations, being seen as something she avoids due to hurtful memories. Example, Cornelia Street. And so for James to assume she changed her home because of him makes sense because she's been open about them in the past,
Interesting. Wow.
Yeah. And so with Taylor dating Tom, James spends his New York summer with the August gal, but waiting for the opportunity to make things right with Betty, which would be Taylor. Mm-hmm. Okay. When Taylor and Tom end things in August due to Tom not making enough time for her, she was feeling like an old cardigan under someone's bed. Right. So this is where this pisses me off because I still believe Cardigan is about Maddie Healy just because of context clues. But this is just a different mindset. Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe not the right one, but the idea of Betty and James in the garden where she made things right plays into Cruel Summer and sneaking through a garden gate. Fixing of broken wings also plays into the lover mural. James was able to fix Betty's broken wings. So that's the lover mural.
Right.
Okay. With her, if you're listening, in front of like a butterfly wing painted like wall and it says me on it. James had ended things with the August character, who was like the side girl, and who was confused but knew you weren't mine to lose because they were never more than casual hookups. August will mourn him, but James, according to Betty, always wanted Betty, and now they're together again. Which Betty, reminder, Taylor Swift. All elements of the love triangles play into it being about Taylor. Joe and Joe's August. Chasing shadows in grocery lines. I thought I saw you at the bus stop. I didn't know. I asked the traffic lights if it will be okay. Playing hide and seek, echoes of footsteps. So for a reminder, Joe is credited on Betty, Exile, My Tears Ricochet, August, This Is Me Trying, and Illicit Affairs. And so this means he would have provided insight on the two songs about James and James, August, the song August, only missing the song from Betty's point of view, as that was Tay's to share. And then someone else says, I think Taylor's James and Tom is August and Joe is Betty. Someone else said that. Alyssa replied, that's a really fun theory too, especially since Calvin wrote about Tom being with Taylor while she was still with Calvin. This would be her version of that, writing the same situation from Tom's view too. Tom said they weren't serious, so that play into like the not mine to lose thing. It's just so profoundly interesting if you know like the lore of Folklore in Evermore.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Folklore is really in Evermore. She doesn't really do the triangle, right?
No.
But
it's kind of breakup-y though.
Right. What? Yeah,
sad.
Definitely. And so to me, it's like, how would you really be able to, like, it makes more sense that would be the case kind of thing, because it's like, even if they're made up characters, they have to stem from somewhere.
I've always wondered that. Like,
right?
Unless your imagination is literally insane.
Yeah. And to me, but also that would kind of, is that weird if it is true? Like, this theory is true, and then she named the characters after, like, her friends' babies.
Right.
Is that kind of weird? I don't know.
Could be. That one is really good.
Yeah.
How did you find that?
That one just popped up on Twitter.
Wow.
And that's the one thing I will say about Twitter. Like, I only go on there, like, probably, like, a couple times a month. There. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you get fed things that you wouldn't necessarily like get fed elsewhere.
Yeah, kind of like unhinged.
Yeah, and people take the time to do these threads and stuff, and it's so well curated.
Yeah.
So
go off.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Any others that you have?
Well, I think you sent me a TikTok saying this is like a shorter one. That Maddie Healy has a theory on this new album of the I Can Fix Him song.
Yes.
I Can Fix Him. No, really, I can.
Yeah.
But like that alone, like I could see being about him. Because like, why would you fix Joe out?
That's what I think. You
like,
normally fix like a fling kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or like think you can.
But people are also saying that it's structured like a 1975 song because it's like has the parentheses.
I saw that.
That's what sold me on it because I was like, that's actually so true because she does not do that like too much.
No.
Really, I don't think she does.
No. Her song titles are always short,
sweet,
or
simple,
they never have
line.
like the parentheses like that.
No.
So that's to me,
I can fix him. No, really, I can. Like that's giving like from notes and. Like,
oh my god, literally though, like tonight. Parentheses. I wish I was your boy. That's what I'm saying. So I personally see that. And then did you see the clip of Maddie saying? I don't think this was about Taylor, to be honest, because he's always spoken very highly of Taylor. But he said at his concert at the 1975 show in like at the OC or something, "Don't even come for me, girl. Like I have receipts or whatever, or something like that." And people were saying that, but then I saw another theory that it could be about Rena. She's another artist on the same label as Maddie, and Maddie is part of.
Yes.
You remember that whole controversy from the summer? So anyway, I digress. But
interesting. That one's interesting too.
Yeah,
I wonder.
So time will tell because you'll be able to know as soon as you hear that.
Yeah,
song.
And I feel like I know people are like, oh, it was PR and stuff. But I just don't get why they would both say the same thing on stage.
Right.
Like that whole like.
I just saw that clip the other day.
Yeah, me too. That's what it reminded me of. And I'm like, why did they do that? Like they had to be something.
They were something. And I think that's where like and even the context of just that title and if it is about him.
Because they were getting canceled because of him.
Right. And I think again, what does Joe do to like fix him? Like otherwise than like, I mean, I don't know what he is personally, but
right,
like
but
it
I
makes
mean,
more
other than
sense
being
for
like
Maddie.
Like other than like wish I could fix you to like love me or like
right or like want to be married or something. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either, but I'm so curious. That's the one I'm most curious about. Me to be
too.
Honest.
Which I did see another one of saying like Taylor Swift saying her track like numbers mean like whatever they mean to her.
Right.
And the track 5 theory is that it's her most vulnerable songs.
Yes.
And on the new album, there's her track 5 is So Long London. So
yeah.
I wonder what she has to say because this is obviously the breakup album. I don't think we talked about this either because that was like the night of the Grammys. But she does have a new album coming out, The Tortured Poets Department.
Yep.
But so we're gonna get
I am so interested in this. This is probably like to the people. I'm sorry for those of you who are listening who are like rep stands or like which I am. Don't get me wrong. Like Reputation is like one of my favorite eras. But to me, it's already happened. I would tenfold much rather get a new album from her than like a re-release. And as much as I love the re-release, I love them. They're fun, whatever. But I don't really care that much about them. But like I of course want her to own them. You know what I'm saying? Like I look forward to new music from her.
I think too because it's like I think all Swifties can understand when there's like a new Taylor Swift album. You feel like you personally are like entering a new era too, in some sort.
Exactly.
Like I feel like Taylor Swift is good at that to like relate to anything you're going through.
For sure. I agree.
But yeah, I think that's why too.
I'm so curious.
I know. And I can't remember I didn't write it down, but the great like unfollowing of Joe Alwyn was like the night Blake Lively and who?
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Yes. And who? Feminism.
Yes, Ryan.
No, definitely I know because I saw that and I was like, that's crazy that the dates align like that. April 19th is the day last year.
Yes, I think, interesting.
Or the year before that. Last year or the year before.
I think it was, I don't know.
That all of her friend group unfollowed Joe Alwyn.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying like,
and that's
there can only be so many coincidences sometimes.
Right. And she did say, I think in one of her last concerts, I think it was in Melbourne. How did they
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Yeah, but I mean, better
Melbourne.
than she's an Australian then with a British accent.
I sound like a trained guy. All aboard.
All aboard. Yeah, literally. Okay, yes.
But what was I saying?
What's she saying, Melbourne?
Oh, she said something about like this part of her life when she was writing this album was like when she realized like basically the most that she like really needed to write.
Yeah.
And like how important it is to her. So I feel like that means like it's gonna be really juicy too.
Vulnerability. Yeah. Right.
Just so
I'm so
in-depth.
Curious.
I know.
I agree. Yeah, that's the one that sparked me too. When I saw that. Also, can we talk about like the Australian Eras Tour outfits? They're going off. They always do. Like for Love on Tour too.
Yeah,
I remember thinking
that
Australian just like always. I feel
pop
like
off.
Yeah, always.
A little bit good Aussie.
Yeah, exactly. I keep seeing videos of them. I'm like, I want to go there.
It would be cool.
It's never been on my radar for some reason, but
Really?
like, yeah, because I don't really care about like hotter climates or like the beaches and stuff. But it does look really beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like it's just like such a vibe there.
Yeah,
like
and it just seems so far away. But
I know,
right?
Like to me, I don't know why that seems scarier to fly there than like Europe.
I know, right?
When it's like
the
same.
Yeah,
but
I get you.
Anyways, yes.
Oh, Jamie has a rosy one.
I don't know. I just thought this was like interesting. I don't know like a lot about her.
Okay, Rosie from Blackpink, by the way.
Yeah,
right.
But I think you like.
Yeah, I love Blackpink.
Yeah, Blackpink
and Rosie. Yeah.
But I guess there's a curse I got this from TikTok, at Indigo Reports.
Okay.
That's what I wrote. But it's basically like if a celebrity is pictured with Rosie, like it's known to like break up whatever relationship like that person is in. And it's not like it's just like
it's just an interesting coincidence.
It is, and I have the celebrities that it's happened to.
Okay, please, yes.
But it's literally just like if like let's say Taylor Swift is pictured with Rosie.
Yeah.
Like then within whatever time whoever Taylor Taylor is dating will break up. Like they'll break up.
Okay.
But so this happened with Joe and Taylor, and it's like they got photographed when she was wearing that Midnight's blue dress with the stars.
Yeah.
And then the Gigi Hadid and Zayn, Florence Pugh and Zach Braff.
Okay, yes.
Bella Poarch with her, and then she like got a divorce.
Yeah.
Kendall Jenner and Devin Booker, Camila Cabello with Austin Kevin.
Okay.
I don't know when that was, but
no.
I just thought
that's a long list actually though.
I know, like
that is kind of crazy.
Receipts.
Yeah. Okay then.
I know. I don't know. I just think it's like kind of goofy, silly, but it is interesting because like what are the chances? And it's so random that it's just like
no.
That happens, I guess.
I know. That is crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of Zayn, did you see the Zayn? Did you see the girl on TikTok going through the whole Zayn? She had a 9-month relationship with Zayn. You didn't see this?
No.
Oh my god, you guys! If you didn't see this,
I haven't been on TikTok a lot recently.
Oh my god.
I'm so busy.
Yeah. No, I went. It was really a long saga. I had invested a whole night into this.
When was this?
This was like last week. I think they all got taken down.
Was this?
Yeah, right. I think they all got taken down, but this girl essentially had this 9-month relationship with him.
Like recently.
Put all of their texts on blast on this TikTok
what?
thread. Yes. And about like all of his like kinks and things. Like, okay, so essentially
she good.
Had feelings for him. They weren't reciprocated. He wanted like a fuck buddy basically, like, and she wanted that at first, but then she fell for him, that kind of thing. And then like they kept having all these fights, and he would want her to find like someone to have a threesome with and things like that, and she would, and she wouldn't want the threesome, and so he kept pushing it.
Yeah.
But like to me, it was very much so like, yes, he was in the wrong for a lot of these things, but like not, I don't think in the wrong enough for it to be his business blasted on TikTok like this. It was crazy.
That
sending these like
right.
these like pictures of himself, like there were no like nudes or anything that she showed,
but like vulnerable.
I felt bad because Zayn to me already is like listen, never feel bad for like,
I know, like,
you know, but like
for what he did, but
sure. Yeah. But it just felt so unnecessary because the boundaries seemed to have been set before this. Mm-hmm. And like I don't know. Like at any point, I think she probably should have just stopped talking to him in the
Right.
beginning. But like, again, I'm not here to like say right and wrong or whatever and defend him. But I just felt like, I just feel so icky about any like text like that. Again, unless he's like being like, cause he was being decently like, I hate to see this.
I think
being, like, nice.
If he was
kind of.
being like a jerk and like a bad boyfriend or bad whatever he is to you, situationship,
right.
Like that's like different. Like if his character was actually like being
right.
bad, maybe.
Yeah,
but
he
for
was
him
very,
just to like not to be like worked out, like you guys just didn't work out. And, whatever.
Yeah, and it was just everything. Like it was just like you could have told the story without maybe giving the exact text he was like. I just like I just got secondhand embarrassment kind of thing for her because I was like, I don't think this is right.
No,
but I also felt bad for her because she liked him and like she clearly didn't want like the things that he only wanted, you know. So I felt bad on that part too. But it was just all in all. I have to show you anyway. Just really bad. That's it. Yeah. Wow. Do you have any more?
No, I think that's all for me.
Okay.
Well, you know what we should do though, which could be fun for the podcast, is to do when Taylor Swift's new album comes out, to do a reaction together.
I love that idea
for this channel, unless you wanted to do one on yours.
No, that's totally fine with me.
That'd be so fun.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. 100%.
Okay.
April 19th is that's probably a Friday. That's perfect.
Sounds good.
Hells yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because we did the Midnights one and that was kind of fun, but we should do it on this. I agree. We should do it on this channel, maybe like the video version, like a YouTube version, maybe less than even like podcast version.
Right. Yeah.
Something
like
just that.
Kind of like sit down, casual.
Okay. Deal. We just struck a deal, you guys. Okay. So anything else that you have to say to the people before we leave?
No. If you like this, comment though, and let us know, because we like doing anything like this, and I'm sure we could dive deeper onto probably any celebrity, really.
Anything. If you have any topics at all.
Yeah.
We like diving into just about anything.
Yeah.
So
literally.
we are certified conspiracy theorists now after this video.
Yeah, and so are you.
And so are you, because you're listening to this right now.
Yeah.
You've been trapped.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You've been certified.
You certified. Certified lover boy. All right. So we'll talk to you guys next time.
Yeah.
Make sure you rate us on Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube if you are not subscribed to this video.
Follow us on TikTok, Instagram. Leave us some reviews.
Anything that you would like, we are open to.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.